Good evening, everybody. Tuesday night baseball. Originally planned yesterday. And thank you to all of you who came by with the unfortunate news. They did announce the specifics on that horrible incident. My son, as expected, he was fine. Couple questions, but pretty much for high-functioning autistic, he just pretty much rolls with the punches. But says he understands everything. Told me a lot of third graders were very sad today and crying. I understand. But we will embrace our inner Freddie Mercury and say the show must go on. We are here for baseball as best as we can enjoy it. Life always matters, but we also have to do what we enjoy in life as best as we can. So we've got some extra baseball for you tonight. The regular season is over for 28 teams. 2 teams left right at the same spot that they started at. So they will play one more, and it will decide who's the winner of the division and who will be heading home to face the Boston Red Sox in a one-game wildcard play-in. So both teams are playoff bound, that we know. It's a matter of who has only one game for sure and who's got more baseball than that.
Let's go while we're young.
Well, the drops are working. Can someone tell me if they're regular 22 drops or if they're gold 22 drops? Because Nicolino only hinted that he did gold drops for me for last week. Would love to know just for curiosity here. Silver? Oh, silver's not bad either. I played 23 today. I decided to get 2 regular packs and 1 silver pack. For 23, that is. I got Seiya Suzuki in 1 regular pack. And then I got JT Real Muto. JT Real Muto! In the other regular pack. And the silver pack just had a bump silver. Hey, better in the regular packs. Hashtag streamer luck. There might be some truth to that. I hope he didn't get that eMLB contract, to be very frank. All right, After Dark edition of Game 163 of the eMLB season. Let's go to it.
Welcome. Come in. Fish victims for my ever-growing army of the undead.
Sir, you have to let go of the button.
Well, son of a bitch.
Welcome again to all of you. It is Tuesday Night Baseball. It is the eMLB universe, and you're watching us live here on the Fluffy Kitty Ninjas show. Good to have you here, and thank again to all of you who stuck around with me when I really needed a little bit of venting yesterday. Again, the horrible incident that happened to a fellow classmate, not in my son's class, but a member of his school. senseless tragedy. The fact that some guy who has a known record is able to have a gun and just from the comfort of his home, shoot at random cars that go by, strike a father in the thigh, strike an 8-year-old boy in a throat, and put him in immediate critical condition that he never recovered from. It's a horrible situation to go through. I can't think of anything worse outside of a mass school shooting than something as random as that. It's horrible. So if I were the family, I would be getting myself an attorney and I would be suing that city or that police office for anything. That's how I feel about it right now. We move on from that. It is game 163. All playoff teams have been decided. What we don't know yet is who's won the American League West and who is going to be the wild card play-in. Now, the loser of this game still technically retains home field advantage for the wild card play-in, as both teams will finish ahead of the Boston Red Sox. It is the Red Sox that they will be facing. That is a definite. So, here's your outlook from the pennant chase board. Again, the Orioles lock down the top team in the entire major leagues this year with 97 victories against 65 losses. We got to give that the golf clap. Golf clap. We got to give that a golf clap. Absolutely. And you guys might know the reference. Hopefully. Right? See if I can get this to work properly.
Golf clap? Golf clap.
Congratulations, Baltimore Orioles. You get the golf clap from Charlie Sheen and Emilio Estevez. Congratulations. 97 victories. Good enough for the tops. Hey, Billy. Kansas City Royals. What a story. A team that was 6 games under 500 at the trading deadline. Go on this monumental run while the Detroit Tigers do what we can only call en français as a vie de ball, which is a take the wrong turn at Albuquerque, and unfortunately find themselves 1 game back on the Tigers, on the Royals. Boy, not the way that team definitely wants to see the season finish. There is plenty to come from Mark Becker and his team in Detroit, you know it. But it has to hurt terribly to see the month of September that they had. It is as epic a collapse as many of you have referenced. I've referenced the Red Sox in 78. The Royals are the Tigers' Bucky frickin' Dent at this particular point. So, you know.
Watch your language, bud. We're on the air.
Oh, we didn't introduce Daffy earlier, so you've met Daff. He's our resident censor. We're not G-rated around here, but he wants it to stay somewhat clean. So we ask that you do that as always. So into the West, as we know, the Angels will take on or take on the Rangers here in a moment. The winner will get the West crown, and that should get them a date. Well, they'll be sitting and waiting, and I'm going to believe that whichever team loses here, well, that'll be a good game in itself. Red Sox will be heading to either Texas or Los Angeles in that one. That's the only thing we don't know yet. Your dad has framed 1964 Phillies playoff tickets. That sounds pretty cool. Meanwhile, Dukeston coming in and doing your Toe Mater impersonation of the day. Dadgummit. Nationals will win the division by 2 over the Mets. Mets trying to make it a thriller at the end. Phillies were in contention for a while, but in about the last week, they lost their direction and find themselves on the outs. The Cubs will hang on. It was neck and neck. They matched up the same for the final of the season. The Cardinals could not gain that ground they needed on the Cubs. The Cubs did what they could to hold pat and win the division by 1 game. That in itself is epic as well, too. Hats off to the Cubs. Congratulations to the Cardinals, who will make the postseason. They will host the Arizona Diamondbacks, who get in as a wild card. They came really close to finishing their division. Now, they almost were able to catch up on to the Padres. Padres still finish 92 wins to that season. They can now let Pat go after holding him for so long. And at least we spoiled the Phillies' playoffs hopes by beating them 7 times in September. Denver is going to look for the positive as best as he can. Oh, Sean Paxlayer, I might want to reach through the internet and poke you in the eyes for referencing 86 World Series Game 6. You, sir, have earned yourself a...
Rat, dirty, perky, shark, back, flatten, Wharton, Philip, Bucket, Martin, Perkaluma, Bert.
Still waiting for Dave Stapleton to be brought in for defensive purposes. Aha! All right. So let's get to this game. Not much to say about it prior. Should be a pretty good battle. Rangers are the away team. This one will be done from Angels Stadium in Anaheim. Well, how do you want to preface this? You've got a pretty solid team with a bullpen, top bullpen in the American League in the Rangers. It's the team most capable of striking you out in the Rangers. It is the team most likely to outrun you, as they got their second straight, if you want to call it, stealing title. So we'll say that the Rangers should be known as the Texas Thieves, because they just steal all the time. 188 stolen bases this year. C.J. Abrams' second straight season of winning a stolen base title. They will take on the team most likely to put the ball into orbit and most likely to be able to hit a ball out of Yellowstone National Park as well in the Los Angeles Angels. So it's the battle of power versus the battle of speed. It will be an interesting one to see. Let's go to the preview, and then I will remove myself. Of course, you guys will get to bet. You know what? Hold on one sec. I have a question. Tom, Jamie, are you here and are you wanting to manage this game? Because I am available to offer that to you. Or, as planned yesterday, it will be AI done. We'll do the full game. Keep an eye on Ethan Candela, just saying. He wasn't from 1986 Game 6, so that's all I'm saying. Wrong thread. Old people. Alright, hold on a sec. The pic or video of the gifts. I'm asking my wife to send me the stuff that she did for what you got the goalie there, Sean. Back in the day, we didn't have an Ethan Candela, and we like it. Nope, you didn't miss the special announcement yet. Going to announce that at the end of the third inning. So at the end of the third inning, we have a special announcement. All right, just got a message from Jamie. Jamie says he's here. Tom, are you here? Yeah, you're here. You're good to manage if Jamie is. So Jamie, you are the man. You're the one who makes the final decision of all of us here. You're the one who's overseas, and you're the one who's our man of tomorrow, literally. So you tell me. Meanwhile, I will jump into this. and I will remove myself from the equation. Goodbye. All right, Jamie says he can, but he's on baby duty. So we're going to do our best on this. Worst case scenario, Jamie, if you have to remove yourself from the equation, just let us know. And from that point, we will switch to AI. Whippish snappish. Oh, don't you start, Scott. Rosebud. I still remember on TNG Trek Muse, you pretending that you were dying, and then you came up and did the whisper. Rosebud. Seven-week-old. Oh, you're a busy boy. Congratulations to you. All right, so since this is going to be an actual managed game now, yeehaw, gang. Let me just double check and make sure we're going to go full gambit here. Abrams, Merriman, Bradford, Nye, Jansen, Gentile, Cage, Volpe, Size. That is the request from Texas. Let me know if you have any change. We look at the bullpen in today's situation for the Rangers so you can factor in your betting prowess. First things first, just be aware Mike Gentile will be playing at first base. He does have a strained hamstring that's slowing him down on the running front. He is not part of the Rangers running game. He didn't have any stolen bases this year. Riley Cornelio.
Are you threatening me?
Oh, no, I thought it was Cornholio. My bad.
I need TP from my uncle.
Cornelio, just 4 appearances so far for the rookie. Did pretty good. Just 1 earned run allowed in 13 1/3 innings of work. Got 3 wins during those instances. Maybe he's a right place, right time kind of guy. Julian Fernandez, the 29-year-old from Boca Chica. Every now and then I gotta bust the move. Oh, sorry. 6-year veteran Fernandez, mid-2 ERA. Huge turnaround from how his season went last season. Gotta think Fernandez will very likely be seen if required today. Brett Martin, the lefty, started 30 appearances this year, 14 12, 4.32 ERA. Still got a lot of quality innings. It was his 4th year with 170 or more innings of work. Yuki Matsui from Yokohama, 0-4 this year, but still fairly respectable over 56 innings of work. The whip is still better than league average. Just 24 walks allowed, which is almost 4 every 9 innings he is in. Strikeout ratio still holds the same. Homers were up a little bit this year, the ratio that is. Bryce Osmond, last pitching back on the 4th, 2 earned runs allowed in 3 2/3 innings. ERA 3.5 over 63 innings of work on his rookie year. Bryce did pretty good. No confirmation if he sings or dances better than Donnie and Marie. C.D. Pelham. What is a 6-2, 2.1, 0.9 whip? A bad season? When you're C.D. Pelham and you look at his prior 2 seasons. Pelham did significantly drop the walks down, just 5 walks allowed in 30 innings of work this year. The man continues to be a demon. Don't know if he'll pitch today or not. He did go 2 1/3 yesterday against the Rays. Ted Podani. Podani, 14 appearances, 22 innings of work on his rookie campaign, 1.23 ERA. It's like Sesame Street. Got 2 saves to his credit. Just 1 home run allowed from the left-hander over that time. He can keep the ball down and influences the double play really well, but it also creates a bit of risk with his control, as he did walk 11 in 22 innings of work. Simeon Woods Richardson seems to have found his groove since he's come over to Texas. He pitched well with the Mets in 23. Then in 24, not so good. Came over to Texas mid-season. Found his groove in a role of relief. He seems to have really found it now. Low 3 ERA, 1.24 whip, which is a huge improvement for him. His first season since 2023 that he got 100 or more strikeouts in the season, and this was a career high for him. Finally, Mike Haggard, who has been acting in place of DeMarcus Evans, who was lost for the season due to an injury early in the year. 3.75 ERA and 25 saves for the Landover, Maryland native. Not a bad first career rookie season as a closer. 96 strikeouts and 60 innings of work also doesn't hurt either. That's the Rangers lineup. Let's go look over at the Angels. Angels will have Marsh, Trout, Ohtani, Ramos, Jung, Maury, Mendoza, Simmons, and Bianco. We'll go over these again in a moment. That's not a mistake. AJ Minter is making his first ever start in the major leagues in game 163 of the 2025 season. First ever start for Minter. 3.25 ERA and 27 innings of work for Minter. Walks were up this year. Homers were a little bit more of an issue for him as well, too. More so when he joined the Angels than with the Braves. Meanwhile, the rest of the pen, starting with Zach Gallen. Gallen, 26 innings of work this year, 1.38 ERA. He really was very effective, something he was not very consistent on in his days in Miami or Detroit. In fact, his ERA hasn't been at this level. Well, it's never been at this level, but it hasn't been below 5 since 2021. Sir Anthony Dominguez, I am saluting the former closer who got 51 saves for the Phillies, 11 this season on a team stacked with depth in the bullpen. 3.36 ERA this year, 59 innings of work and 56 appearances. The whip is respectable at 1.2, but it's still higher than where it was with the Angels last season. Kelvin Herrera, 35-year-old, still showing he is a very effective part of any plan. 8-2 with a 2.63 ERA, getting his 8th victory back on the 4th of this month in 2 2/3 innings of work. Herrera, 54 strikeouts and 65 innings of work, 1.06 whip. Herrera, still very effective pitcher at this stage of the game for his career. Francis Martez, the 29-year-old from the Dominican, 3.5 ERA this year. It's his best season thus far in his 4 years so far. Estelan Ortiz, also from the Dominican. He has 1 career appearance so far, 3 2/3, 1 earned run allowed. You got to wonder what type of pressure the 26-year-old could be feeling. if he needed to pitch in this crucial game. Again, the fact that both teams are in the postseason regardless probably doesn't make it as terrible. Jim Silla. Silla, 3-5.
Honored if you would join us.
With a 3.71 ERA, 2 saves to his credit. Silla started the year in the rotation, kind of lost that spot as the season went on. Really found his groove in the bullpen. We'll see if that's his permanent role going forward. By the way, PDB, thank you very much for hitting the follow button. We welcome you to the Fluffy Kitty Ninjas show in the home of the eMLB universe. Colin Snyder, the 29-year-old from Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Just 4 appearances this season, 5 innings of work, 2 earned runs allowed. Not a huge sample, but he had 24 saves and a 3.05 ERA in Salt Lake this season.
We would be honored if you would join us.
Well, Mr. Swaggins, we're not going to say your first name because that's just trollish. But let us know if we've seen you on any of those adult play sites. Hi, Attica. Felipe Vasquez, the Nightmare, looking to get back to the World Series and try to be perhaps the first player to win back-to-back World Series. And not on the same team at least once. Who knows? 4-3, 3.77 ERA this season for the Nightmare. Now, why would you do that to the Nightmare, Attica? What did he ever do to you? Strike you out? Bilbo Baggins, however, only had a short sword. I come here for the dad jokes and slightly less than dad jokes. Again, mentor, we saw Tanner Scott. 17 saves this season for the lefty. Still brings it. Can you imagine 154 strikeouts in 95 1/3 innings of work? 14.5 strikeout per 9 ratio. And do you know that's down from where it's been? That in itself is scary on its own. Oh boy, everybody's... Oh, is that why? Well, actually, no, I did not know that. Feel free to launch him into the sun. Because I have no place for guys who should have the first name Chester. Now I'm going to be more sad than I already was, Attica. I'm just trying to play a game. Or tell a story. There's a difference. Alright, gang. You know what to do if you are a regular. If you are not, well, here's your instructions. This is the Pete Rose portion of the show. Time to embrace your inner bet. Go ahead and put yourself in for a bet to earn some balls of yarn. Balls of yarn are the currency of the Fluffy Kitty Ninjas show and the lifeblood of the eMLB universe. For every 1,000 balls of yarn that you possess, you will be able to either create a player if you have not, or you will be able to boost your player if you have one already. Don't forget the new Mega command when you have 5,000 balls of yarn. To see how many balls of yarn you've got, use exclamation points. For every 5,000 balls of yarn you have, you can trade those in and summon Lion-O and the rest of the Thundercats to help their cousins, the Fluffy Kitty Ninjas, defeat the Samurai Dogs. That'll get you a +6 for the price of 5 boosts. For more information on how this whole universe works, join us in our Discord. The Discord is where you get the full story of the amazing articles, the great work. Hey, did you know the league has several votes going on that'll influence your virtual player's future? Certain topics being talked about right now and voted on by the general managers includes expand the wildcard series to 3 games, increase the September roster from 28 players to 30 players, and how are players looked at rating-wise going forward. Don't forget, at the end of the 3rd inning, we have a special announcement. So stick around for that. Here's the betting portion of the show. Between now and the end of the 1st, all you have to do in the chat is write down which team you think will win and how many runs do you think the winning team will score. Here's how it works. If you put that bet in before the end of the 1st inning and you pick the right team at the end of the day, you'll win 75 balls of yarn. You can still put a bet in the 2nd inning. You might be the type that wants to wait to see if there's a gain on one side. No problem. It just costs you some opportunity. You can only win 50 balls of yarn max in that situation. Your final chance to bet this evening will be by the 3rd out of the 3rd inning. That will only earn you 25 balls of yarn if you pick the right team. But please note, if you pick the wrong team at any time, it's going to set you back 25 balls of yarn. If you nail the number, though, the nail the number doesn't care which team you pick. It just cares what's the final score for the winning team. And if you nail the number, that's going to get you 50 balls of yarn. So even if you pick the wrong team, but you nail the number, you might lose 25 balls of yarn for the wrong choice, but you will win 50 balls back. You'll still be ahead. 25 balls of yarn. Instant winner for landing that one. Don't forget, best possible betting outcome. Pick the right team. Nail the number before the 1st inning is done. That is 125 balls of yarn. And don't forget, 1,000 balls of yarn is what gets you a boost. Other ways you can earn, you see it going on right now, the boss battle. Get Fluffy the 3-headed dog out, a little bit extra balls of yarn to be earned. If not, Hong Kong Phooey is ready and awaiting ya. eMLB last game of the regular season. Texas Rangers, Los Angeles Angels. Both teams finished 93 and 69 through 162. It's so nice. We will do it one more time. Tonight, the commish is going to be fueled by old reliable Sam Adams Summer Ale. Didn't want anything too potent. Also knew Jamie would be here, so I didn't want him harping on me about IPAs. I'm kidding, Jamie. I just wasn't feeling it. Sam Adams Summer Ale felt right tonight. It's always a good decision for me. And of course, you're watching this game live on the Fluffy Kitty Ninjas Show, a Twitch partner. But you can also catch us and our content on our YouTube channel. Yep, the eMLB Baseball Universe is also on YouTube. That doesn't cost you a dime to subscribe to. You will get all content that you are watching here edited down and cleaned up. And don't forget, you've got not just one, but 2 different podcasts done by our characters within our community, creating some fabulous stuff for you to watch. Frequent use of the Chara Bunny. Please subscribe. We are looking to continue to grow and tell our story more. If you're just watching us here, you're not even getting a quarter of the story. For the Texas Rangers, 188 stolen bases on the season, good enough for first. Also had the best bullpen ERA and most strikeouts for their pitching squad this year. They will start this game with The two-time stolen base champion, C.J. Abrams. 51 stolen bases this year for CJ. He will turn 25 on October 3rd, or he just turned 25, excuse me. Comes into this one with a 6-game hitting streak. He'll be at third base tonight, leading off. Jose Merriman, sophomore year, 48 stolen bases in 54 attempts. But considering what we saw from him his rookie season, this is definitely a down year for Merriman. Hitting 242 on the road. We'll see if that comes into play in this one. He's in center field, batting second. Danny Bradford, what a year for the 22-year-old from central Manchester, Connecticut. He led the Rangers with a 937 OPS, 30 homers, 118 RBI, led in both categories there. He'll be in left field, batting third. Jing Kwon-ye from Taiwan, the 24-year-old, hit .318 with 5 homers in the month of September. So he comes in on a fairly hot streak. He will be your designated hitter tonight, batting fourth. Danny Jansen from Appleton, Wisconsin, the 30-year-old, has a 6-game hitting streak, just 1 hit in each of those games. He did have 2 home runs and 4 RBI during that stint. He will bat fifth, and he is behind the plate. Mike Gentile is over at first base. He has been dealing with hamstring issues. We'll see if that affects him this evening. The 26-year-old from Chesapeake, Virginia, does have a 5-game hitting streak coming into this one. Jordan Cage, JC, Community Created Player of Cincinnati Reds GM, Jordan Cage, 28, a.k.a. Jared Rollins. The shortstop will bat 7th. 8-game hitting streak, .448 average, 4 RBI, and 6 runs scored over his last 8. He'll bat 7th at short. Anthony Volpe, 27 of 29 steals this year. 5-game hitting streak coming into this one. He'll be at second base, batting 8th. Roberto Saiz from the Dominican will be in right, batting 9th in his last 2 games this season. He's 4 and 8 with a home run and 2 RBI. Sean Reed Foley from Guam, the 30-year-old, was 13 and 5 this year with a 3.9 ERA. You see it there against Los Angeles. 4 appearances this year, 3 and 1. He did win his last 3. In the first one he lost this season, he had given up 7 earned runs in 3 2/3 innings of work. But he has won his last 3 against Los Angeles. For the Angels, the reigning world champions, Brandon Marsh will be in left field leading off. He's got a 4-game hitting streak. He'll be in left leading it off. Mike Trout, the big fish, a 6.0 WAR for Trout in a shortened season, just 119 games. Still hit 35 home runs and 75 RBI. Trout is still a threat at all times. He'll be in center, batting second. Shohei Ohtani, far from his Cy Young season last year, 22 and 4. He finished pitching at 9 and 13 with a 4.86. You see the numbers there, 255 average, 34 homers, 97 RBIs. One of 4 Angels to have 90 or more runs batted in. Ohtani will be in right, batting third. Louis Ramos, 30 homers, 99 runs batted in. The DH will bat, has a 5-game hit streak himself, 8 for 22 with a homer and 8 RBI. Ramos, your DH, batting fourth. Josh Jung from San Antonio, Texas, 4th season in the majors. This is his first season. He has 30 homers and 100 RBI in a season. Jung will bat 5th and be at third base. Tomoya Mori, the $543 million man from Sakai, Japan. 5-game hitting streak, 10-game on-base streak. Steve Kim stole my thunder earlier. That 31.9% runner thrown out ratio, that's going to be important as this is a Go-Go Rangers squad. Maury going to be relied on for the arm big time in this one. Drew Mendoza has a mini 3-game hit streak coming into this one. He will bat 7th over at first base. Andrelton Simmons, old reliable, 14 years in the majors for the 36-year-old from Curacao. 4-game hit streak coming into this one. Since September 1st, he has been hitting at a .330 clip, including a couple home runs. He'll be at short, batting 8th. Youngster Sam Bianco from Oxford, Mississippi, .291 average in 79 at-bats this year. He will jump into this game, the left-hander, batting 9th over at 2nd. As mentioned at the top of the show, this is the first ever start for A.J. Minter in his 9 years in the majors. He was 2-2 with a 3.25 ERA and 2 saves in his time coming over with the Angels. He has a .251 opponent batting average coming into this one. Sean Clisby, the rookie, is expected to come in afterwards. That is your situation for today's game. It's a big one. Again, the winner of this game wins the American League West. The loser will be declared one of the 2 wild cards. They will be the host against the Boston Red Sox. So again, losing just means you play the Red Sox for 1 game on home soil. Let's get to tonight's big festivities here from Angel Stadium of Anaheim. If I can get my stuff working properly, apparently. Here we go. First things first, I'm going to remove this evening because we don't have any out-of-town scores. No, I don't want it to be that big. My bad. Let me turn off BNN for tonight. We're going to slide this over so you can see a lot cleaner. It is, well, if I open that up, what do we got? Oh, that's the batting factors. I forgot that the park factors are there. Did mine. Okay. That is what she said, huh? Welcome to Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Tonight it is the eMLB game of the night. Game 163 on the season between the Rangers and the Los Angeles Angels. One more time, the winner of this one declared the American League West champion. The loser will be declared a wild card contender. They will go to home or stay home if it's the Angels losing and have Boston coming into town for that 1-game play-in. Let's look at the defensive alignment for the Angels before we get this one underway. Brandon Marsh will be out in left field. Mike Trout is in center. And Shohei Ohtani is in right field. Josh Jung is over at third. Andrelton Simmons, the Gold Glove winner, is at short. Sam Bianco is your second baseman. And Drew Mendoza over at first. Moya Mori is behind the dish. You see that 17 rating on a 1-20 rated system. On the hill, first career start for the 32-year-old left-hander from Tyler, Texas. It is A.J. Minter. Minter this season, 6-10, 4.54 ERA and 67 in the third innings of work. 65 hits, 34 earned rounds. He walked 30, struck out 79. He throws a fastball in the upper 90s and a hard slider. Minter, since coming over to Los Angeles, has gone 2-2 with 2 saves and a 3.25 ERA. We are ready to go. Let's get this game started. Before I start officially, a reminder. This is an online league you are watching. I just commish. I just tell the story. I don't run a team. I have 30 GMs who do that for me. They are the ones who decide the fate of this universe. I am merely just a storyteller and a button pusher, but I hope you continue to enjoy the content that you watch here on Fluffy Kitty Ninjas. Tonight, Texas Rangers is Jamie Thurman. That's J4MePT. Jamie Thurman in the chat. Los Angeles Angels, Thomas Falsone. Tom is Omaze 13 in the chat. Those are your GMs and managers this evening. When nobody's on base, we go right to the result. When runners are aboard, we will go pitch by pitch. When you see me look right, they are whispering to me in Twitch and telling me what instructions they want to do. So I will count roughly to 5 in my head. once I stop with my introductions on players, and we will proceed with how things go. So, with that, CJ Abrams, the 25-year-old, just turned 25 a few days ago from Alpharetta, Georgia, comes in hitting .281 this year with 10 home runs, 61 runs batted in, and led the majors with 51 stolen bases in 64 attempts. All right, instructions are in. Game 163, free baseball is at hand. Beer is in hand. Cheers to all of you. Thank you for your attendance. eMLB, game of the night. Let's go. 1-2 pitch from Minter when it gets started. Wind is blowing in from right. We'll wonder if that factors in too. The 1-2 pitch softly lined into center field. That's going to get over everybody in. Good defensive swing from Abrams. He will make it work. He'll get himself his first base hit on the day. Rangers start off on a good note. And Abrams a threat at all times. We'll see what happens here as Jose Merriman comes to the box. Merriman, the 23-year-old from Davidson, North Carolina, hitting .265 on the year with 15 homers and 81 runs batted in. He did have a .301 average with 21 homers and 102 RBI the prior year. Mendoza keeping Abrams close, knowing the threat that they are. Minter gets to the set, takes a look at him. The pitch. In there, strike one. All right, Steve. Sounds good. Soon to be the Los Angeles Angels of Long Beach, he says. The 0-1, it's a pitch out called by Morey, but nothing doing as Abrams stays put. 1 ball, 1 strike. Just underway here at Anaheim. Game 163 of our season. eMLB playoffs are coming right around the corner. The 1-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss as he blows a 96-mile-an-hour fastball inside on him. He's going to be ahead. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One, 2 pitch to Merriman. Just a little too far inside there, trying to keep him honest on the inner half. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 quick snap throw over to first, and Abrams was able to get back in there fairly easily. Don't forget, at the end of the 3rd inning, we have a special announcement to provide. Minter into the set. The 2-2. Misses low, 3 balls, 2 strikes. The 3-2. Grounded to second. Bianco to short. That one's going to be weirdly thrown. It's off target. It says it goes into the outfield, but nobody advances on the play. It's going to be an error from the rookie, Sam Bianco.
Go!
E4 if you're keeping score at home, as he threw it off track for Simmons. He tried to rush it with Abrams coming down quick. Runners at first and second now. Nobody out. Here comes Danny Bradford. Bradford, phenomenal season overall for the lefty. He hit .317 this year with 30 home runs and 118 RBI. Fumble bumble, yes, for the PB ears here. If Bradford had a mini kryptonite, you'd think it's the lefties, but he hit .355 against lefties this year. Sean Clisby has started to warm up in the bullpen for the Angels. He was expected to come in as the follower. First pitch goes right after it. He will foul it off as he got jammed good inside. No balls, one strike. Bradford's second season, he was drafted 2021 by the Pittsburgh Pirates, first round, 25th overall out of Uniondale High School. Finds his way traded to the Blue Jays after the following season in a deal that also sent Bo Bichette to Pittsburgh. Then traded to the Rangers along with CCP, community creative player Mike Bodfield, known as Stealth, and Sean Reed Foley, as well as Orelvis Martinez, in exchange for some guy named Coelho. The 0-1 to Bradford. Runners were going on the play. Bradford goes and lurches out for it. That one's hit into center field. Trout comes in. He's going to make a hard throw to second, and Abrams just barely gets back in there. Not sure what Abrams was doing, but he made that one much closer than it needed to be. Nevertheless, it's just one out as Bradford is caught on what might have been an attempted hit and run. One out now. That'll bring in the 24-year-old from Taiwan, Jingquo Nie. Nie this season, .252 average, 19 home runs and 81 runs batted in for the second-year veteran. First pitch to Nie is gonna miss low. 1 ball, no strikes. I like where everyone's speculating where eMLB Winter League will be. Last season, for those who don't know, we did it from Australia, mate. The 1-0, maybe, if I can hit the buttons when I'm in the right screen. Hello? Hold on a sec. Something's going on there. All right, never mind. We're good now. There we go. 1-0 pitch. I figured it out. I wasn't hitting the right button. Apparently, I thought I was. It's a 1 ball, 1 strike count now to Nie. I think he means that Abrams almost got pegged from Trout in center field. Ugh. Sorry, that was a wrong choice of words. Trout almost pegged Abrams. Terribly sorry about that, guys.
That's what she said.
Hold on. Okay. One pitch. Both runners are going. Abrams on the roll to third. It's a strike. The throw to third, not in time. Gonna be a double steal here from the Go Rangers. Are you surprised? Not at all, I say. Merriman will get down to second as well. Those are regular season stats. You're keeping track of 52 steals now for Abrams, 49 for Merriman. We've got runners at first and second and third now with 1 out and a 1-2 count. The 1-2. Trying to get him to go away. He does not go after it. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there for A.J. Minter. I think Cardinal fan has a calling card. He has a calling card, a business card that he takes with him at all the time that says, "Thanks for the notification, Twitch." I think that's his calling card. 2 on, 2 outs. Big strikeout for A.J. Minter as he gets Nye on the big strikeout there. Danny Jansen will try to get the damage done now. Jansen, the 30-year-old from Appleton, Wisconsin, 228 average this year with 14 homers, 58 runs batted in. He does have a 6-game hitting streak. First pitch, trying to get the outer half, and apparently he got it. Yeah, that's a pretty good pitch there. No balls, 1 strike. Now, don't forget to bet there, Cardinal, because you know there are people in there still waiting to see who you bet on so they can go the other way. The 0-1. That one too far low. 1 ball, 1 strike. True. Atticus, true, because my bot notifies you about 2 minutes after I hit the start button in the Discord. The 1-1 pitch. That one will fire outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Oh no. What? Oh no. The 2-1 from Minter. That one's going to come too far in. It's 3 balls, 1 strike to Danny Jansen. Lefty Mike Gentile is awaiting on deck. Oh, okay. Cardinal bet LAA. I didn't even see Cardinals bet. I'm sure Sadier did. Sadier's been awfully quiet, but I know he's there, so I'm assuming he's got it all. The 3-1 pitch from Minter, grounded to second. Bianco has it. He'll throw to first in time. The Rangers will leave 2 in scoring position. No damage done. After the error from Bianco, we will go to the bottom of the first. Rangers get nothing. Here come the Angels. Bottom of the first, we will go. Before we do that, let's look at the defensive alignment for the Texas Rangers in this one. Danny Bradford is out in left field for us tonight. Jose Merriman is your center fielder. Humberto Size will be in right field. CJ Abrams is manning third base with Jordan Cage over at short. Anthony Volpe is your second baseman, and Mike Gentile over at first. Danny Jansen is behind the dish this evening. On the hill, the 30-year-old from Agana Heights, Guam. Yes, he's from Guam. Sean Reed Foley. Foley, the 8-year veteran, is 13-5 this year with a 3.90 ERA. He had 163 and 2/3 innings of work. He gave up 145 hits, 71 earned runs. Hey, Brent, thank you very much for the gifted sub. You're continuing the sub, it says, from Extreme that you were given. And you just gifted a sub to Friend of Robots. 010100. So again, thanks to Brett, Brent Utley is in the Red Sox organization, got drafted this year by the Red Sox, and then followed right behind Tier 1 sub from the old friend of the show. Not an old guy joke, because I know there are other people older than you here, Pirate, but NC Pirate. 26 months here on the Fluffy Kitty Ninja Show. Thank you very much for your continued support and patronage. We appreciate it. All right, Sean Reed Foley, as mentioned, has 62 walks on the year, 128 strikeouts on the year. Throws your traditional four-pitch arsenal: the fastball, slider, curveball, and the changeup. He'll hit mid to upper 90s there, and opponents hitting 232 against Reed Foley this year. That is better than his career 242. Again, 8th season in the majors. He was a second-round draft pick from the Toronto Blue Jays back in 2014 out of Sandalwood High School, and that is in Jacksonville, Florida. Reed Foley ready to go. Let's get us started here for the Angels. Brendan Marsh to the dish. 27-year-old from Buford, Georgia, on a 4-game hitting streak. Has him at 282 this year with 25 homers and 79 runs batted in. 0-1 pitch from Reed Foley. Lifts it towards left field. Coming over Danny Bradford. He'll make the catch in left center for the first out. 1 out now. Here comes the man, the myth, the legend, Mike Trout. Trout over 2,200 career hits, 540 home runs to this point for the 34-year-old from Millville, New Jersey. 247 this year in just 119 games. Still mashes 35 home runs, 75 runs batted in. Fishman good, indeed. He is 4 for 19 with a home run in his career against Sean Reed Foley. 0-1 pitch to Trout. A swinging bunt. Jansen will get in front of the dish for it. He'll throw it over to first, and that will be a big second out there to start this game off. 2 outs now for Showtime. Shohei Ohtani, the 31-year-old from Japan. 34 homers this year for him and 97 RBI. Again, one of 4 batters to have 90 or more RBI for the Angels this year. He has an 8-game hitting streak coming into this one. 2-0 pitch. Struck over to second. Easy play there for Anthony Volpe. He'll throw to first. Pretty pedestrian first inning here for Sean Reed Foley. 1, 2, 3 they go. We'll go to the second. Don't forget, if you haven't bet yet, you can still do so. But now you can only get 50 balls of yarn for nailing the right team, and 50 bonus balls of yarn for nailing the right number as the winning number for how many runs scored by the winning team tonight. Second inning we go. Okay, Minter is still in. Sean Clisby is still warming up. Mike Gentile will be the first batter to greet Minter in this second inning of work. Gentile, your unorthodox first baseman, 26 years old, from Chesapeake, Virginia. 284 average on the year, but just 2 home runs. Not known for his power at all. 49 runs batted in for Gentile this season. Oh, Minerva, you're fine. 2-0 pitch. Struck over to second. Bianco, good range to his right. He will throw over to first. That'll get Gentile for the first out. Just reconfirming your plan there, Tom. Okay. Here comes Tom Falsone, manager of the Angels, and that is going to be the day for A.J. Minter. He will work 1 1/3 innings of work, 1 hit allowed, 1 strikeout. That will be his day in his first ever start in the major leagues. He will give way to shoeless Sean Clisby. The 21-year-old from Sunnyvale, California, will come in as the follower. Clisby will enter in. This is his 14th appearance on the year. Actually, I think it's his 15th now that I look at it. Yep, 15th appearance on the year. It's his first in a relief role. 4-5 on the year with a 4.58 ERA. 78 2/3 innings of work. He's given up 83 hits, 40 earned runs, 8 home runs were allowed. He's walked 32 and struck out 51 on the year. He throws hard, hits 100 regularly with the fastball, complements that with a pretty solid cutter, a slider, and a changeup he is still working on. Clisby was drafted in the 2nd round by the Angels back in 2022 out of Summit Prep in Redwood City, California. Finished when he was in the majors this year, he was the 36th overall prospect in eMLB. He's ready to go. That'll get us our next batter. It's Jordan Cage. Community Creative Player of JR. Cage from Santa Claus, Indiana. 22-year-old, hitting .267 on the year with 6 homers and 51 runs batted in. Two pitch from Clisby. Goes with it opposite field. Ohtani is heading down the line. He will get there in time and makes the catch for the 2nd out. Cutter came down hard. Cage goes down, gets it into right field. Pretty decent shot, but Ohtani able to get there in time for the 2nd out now. 2 outs. Anthony Volpe, the 24-year-old from Watchung, New Jersey, enters into the fray. .261 year for Volpe, 9 homers, 58 runs batted in, and he stole 27 bases out of 29 this season. Also comes into this one with a 5-game hitting streak. 2-2 pitch.
Strike 3.
Got him looking with the cutter. First strikeout on the day for Sean Clisby, and that will retire the side here in the top of the 2nd. Bottom of the 2nd, we will go. No score here. It's game 163 of the regular season. Winner wins the division. Loser is our wild card contender. Bottom of the 2nd. Gets us the middle of the order for the Angels. Louis Ramos, Josh Jung, and Tomoya Mori are scheduled up. We will start it off with Louis Ramos, the 26-year-old from Lahoma, Texas. 5-game hitting streak for Ramos. 30 home runs, 99 RBI with a .241 average this season for Louis. Again, he has a 5-game hitting streak. A lot of hitting streaks in this particular game tonight. 1-1 to Ramos. Gets jammed and pops it up over towards short. Jordan Cage waves for it, makes the catch. 1 out. Reed Foley just 10 pitches here through an inning and a 1/3. 1 out now. Josh Jung from San Antonio, Texas will come in. 4th season in the majors for Jung. 30 home runs for the 2nd time in his career. First time he gets over 100 RBI, though, so it's his first 30-100 season. .251 average, 30 homers, 109 RBI. He is 4 for 17 with a home run in his career against Sean Reed Foley. 0-2 pitch.
Strike 3.
Jammed him inside, and he got him.
Where's the kaboom? There was supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom.
Roasting in the PBE. Rude. By the way, hi, Jake. First strikeout on the day for Sean Reed-Foley as he takes care of Josh Jung. 2 outs now, bottom of the second. Here comes the richest man in baseball, the $543 million man, Tomoya Mori. 287 average on the year with 15 home runs and 60 RBI. He is 5 for 9 with an with a home run against Sean Reed-Foley. The 3-2 pitch. Gonna miss outside, ball 4. Maury takes the walk down to first. That's the first walk issued from Sean Reed-Foley. I don't know if he would opt out. Why would he? I would think. Just my thought. I can think of at least 60 million reasons just the next season alone why he wouldn't. Indeed, right? I know Tom is hoping because, boy, won't that free up your budget. Drew Mendoza, the 27-year-old from Mineola, Florida, will enter into the fray. Mini 3-game hit streak for Mendoza, hitting .219 this year with 31 homers, 91 RBI. First pitch from Reed-Foley is going to miss away, ball 1. Maury is not known to be a stolen base guy, just 1 steal on the year. 1-0 pitch. He swings and pops it up left side. Going back onto the outfield is Jordan Cage. He makes the catch on the run. Nat will retire the side. 2 innings are done here at Los Angeles. No score for either side. Going to the 3rd inning, which means last chance for you to bet on tonight's game. If you are here and you've not bet yet, it's your last chance. All you do in chat, write down which team you think wins and how many runs does the winning team score. Let's go to the 3rd. Clisby is in. He will face Humberto Size, then C.J. Abrams and Jose Merriman. You know what would be funny? If Minerva did actually try to land Tomoya Mori at the contract price he's at right now, which would be about 40% of his budget. You don't want any of that there, Minerva, at all. Trust me on that one. Humberto Size will start us off here in the top of the 3rd. The 22-year-old from Santo Domingo checking in with a .261 average. 4 home runs and 27 runs batted in. Oh, we only got 26 bats. That means plenty of others can put their bets in. You can't all be here lurking for drops, I would think. Okay, well, Grumpy automatically isn't going to win the run count tonight. Whoops. 2-0 pitch. Hard shot to short. Easily played for Anderson Simmons. Hey, that's a different camera angle. But the play is made over at first for the out. 1 out, back to the top of the order. C.J. Abrams had a base hit to center field in his first trip up. The 1-0. Right back to the mound for Clisby. He'll have to hurry to first. That's not going to be in time. That one was a high hopper. As it comes down, Clisby tried to throw it as hard as he throws a fastball to the plate. He does not get C.J. Abrams. The feet make the difference. Second hit on the day in the entire game, and they both belong to C.J. Abrams. 1 out. Abrams at first. Jose Merriman is your batter. Merriman is 0 for 1. First pitch, runner does not go. That one misses away, ball one. Oh, delivery. He'll check his swing. Doesn't matter. Right down the middle. 100-mile-an-hour pitch from Sean Clisby. The 1-1 pitch. He swings and he'll foul the cutter back. It's a 1-ball, 2-strike count to Jose Merriman. Drafted 4th overall back in 2022 out of Michigan State by the Rangers. Got it as high as the top 28th prospect in the majors when he got called up. The 1-2 quick snap throw over. Abrams gets back in there. Right, the rookie of the year. The 1-2 pitch. Abrams goes and swung on into left field, but this one is hooking and it is gonna land foul. This one was sailing away from Marsh. Wind is blowing in from right, so it worked against him. It'll land harmlessly foul. Might have been a hit and run attempt. Missed. Boss battle. Can we get fluffy? We need 25 of you. The 1-2 pitch out called this time. No advancement from Abrams as the game of chess continues. Two, another snap throw. That one will not get there in time. It's a 2-ball, 2-strike count still. Abrams over at first. 1 out here in the third. Two pitch to right field off the end of, or jammed him inside into right field, but this one hooks and will land foul as Ohtani could not get there. Merriman staying alive. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up.
We would be honored if you would join us.
Nice 41. Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the Fluffy Kitty Ninjas show. 2-2 pitch. Another swing and fouls it off. He will stay alive, turning into a good battle here between Jose Merriman and Sean Clisby. The 2-2 pitch to right field. Well struck. This one is going back. If it stays fair, it does, and it is gone. Two-run shot off the man known as Happy Joe. Merriman's 16th home run on the year. RBIs 82 and 83. The Texas Rangers will take an early 2-0 lead. Absolutely clobbers that pitch. He brought the 9-iron and he connected. Denny Bradford will get the ball or get the at-bat now. He's 0 for 1. Look at JR sneak in with that 3rd inning bet. He was just waiting to see who scored first. 1-0 pitch to Bradford. Rolls it to second. Sam Bianco's been busy. He'll throw to first for the second out. 2 outs now. Jinquo Nye will be your batter. The Taiwanese is 0 for 1. He struck out in his first at bat.
We would be honored if you would join us.
Is it Troll Night? With some of the names that we've gotten? Drew, thank you for the follow. Nice try, though. But I do like the name. Just for you, I'll give you your own special. Well, back on we go. Yay, 0 for 1. The 0-1 pitch. Grover to first. Mendoza has it. Calls off Clisby. Steps on the bag himself. Side is retired, but not before Jose Merriman goes down the line and launches it. 2-run shot by Merriman. Normally does it with the feet, but this time he does it with the bat. Bottom of the third we go. 2-0 Rangers here in this pivotal game 163. Hey, Billy, who do you want to face? Who do you prefer to face in the wild card play-in? Don't forget, after this half inning, we have a special announcement that we will be providing. Hey, Butch, I see you're Texas in 6. Bottom of the third we go. The 8-9-1 hitters are due up for the Angels. Let's start it off with Andrelton Simmons, the 14-year vet, now 36-year-old from Curacao. 291 average for the year with 5 homers and 43 runs batted in. He is closing in on 2,000 career hits. No, Mrs. Machado is not in charge of eMLB special promotions. Not yet. We're still negotiating. Hey, Ludlud. 1-1 pitch to Simmons. He'll ground it right to short. Jordan Cage has it. One shortstop will retire. Another for the first down to start off the bottom of the third. With 1 out now, Sam Bianco is your batter. Uh-oh. So, is it safe to say Andrelton Simmons is going to free agency? No comment, huh? Bianco, the 24-year-old from Oxford, Mississippi. 291 for the rookie with a homer. 6 RBI at 79 at-bats to this point. I shouldn't call him a rookie. He's a second-year rookie. He played last season. 2-0 pitch from Reed Foley. Off the end of the bat, third base side. Josh Jung has it hard. Throw over to first in time. I'm sorry, that's C.J. Abrams. Josh Jung is on the other team. Silly commish. My bad. I do that at least once a game. We can't call that a pirate. We just call that a you idiot.
You idiot.
All right. 2 outs now, bottom of the third. We go back to the top of the order. It's Brandon Marsh who's 0 for 1 today. Segment for a podcast talking about all the players who have vesting options or team options or player options. Yeah, you could make a long show about that. First pitch. That one's going to be hit into center field. Diving over Jose Merriman. He got there to make the catch. Did he dive? It didn't say it. He just got there to make the catch. So it says. Huh. Okay. Side retired. 1, 2, 3 for Sean Reed Foley. Well, Reed Foley, after when you consider his first appearance, he gave up 7 earned runs in 3 2/3. But he's won his last 3 since. Sean Reed Foley showing why. 3 innings are in the books. Guess what? no more bets. No more bets. You can't bet anymore tonight. So now, that gives us a moment to segue and talk about an upcoming special announcement. Well, first things first, I would like people to know what is being announced, decided on by the league right now. What I should do. Well, first things first. As a reminder, to know more of this yourself, go over to our Discord. If you're not there, you should join us, especially if you're in this chat and not in our Discord, and you don't have a player in this universe yet, and you see that little ball of yarn next to your name in the chat, that's your cue. You've been invited by someone in this community generous enough to give a gift to you, which also included creation of a player to go into our next amateur draft in July of 2026. Not real life, simulated, so we're talking like 3 months from now. Gives you plenty of time to work on the player and get used to what this universe is all about as well. So first things first, before we go to the special announcement, we want to talk about some of the discussions or the things that the league is voting on currently. Again, this is a Jedi Cat moment. Grumpy doesn't just give gifts, he throws it so it hits you in the face and says, I got hit in the face when I was young all the time. That's why I don't have any teeth, so I'll gum you to death. Anyway. And well, first he gave a gift to my son, Domcraft. Pinecones 88, Mr. Black, Rocky Top Falls, and Mdzzik. But thank you very much, Grumpy, for the 5 gifted subs and getting Jedi Cats going. So, this is a democracy. I am a commissioner, and I'm giving everybody in the league the opportunity, well, the GMs in the league, the opportunity to determine the future and how this league will evolve. And it starts with some of the things that they are voting on. There are currently 4 topics that have been moved to vote. We're using Robert's rules inside of our Discord. Starts with, will we expand September rosters, which currently meet like Major League Baseball? The majors used to do 40, but now they only do 28. The 26-man roster normally expanded to 28. The league is voting on whether or not they will expand to 30 or stay at 28. We are waiting for 4 more GMs to put their votes in. For the moment, though, it looks like the league is going to vote to expand to 30. Again, that can influence you because that could be your community-created player getting a September call-up here with those 2 extra slots that are now available. Second thing that we are voting on, as you may or may not know, for about, 14 years or so, Major League Baseball would have home field advantage determined by the outcome of the All-Star game. We are doing that currently. The National League won this past All-Star game, if I recall. Could be wrong, but the National League won, and home field advantage is to the National League regardless of the record. So for a team like Baltimore, who won most games on the season, they don't get that advantage. So the league is currently voting on whether or not to eliminate the All-Star game having relevance for home field advantage in the World Series. That changed in Major League Baseball with the 2017 collective bargaining agreement. Right now, that one looks like that will overwhelmingly be changed for beginning next season. Next, currently being voted on by the GMs is whether or not next season this game's influence. Let me go off this screen so I can get the cheering people out of my ears. This game determines who wins the division and who is the wild card play-in game against the Red Sox, which is a 1 game. Currently being decided by our GMs is whether or not the wild card play-in expands from 1 to 3 games currently. That one's deadlocked. 2/3 of the league is voted, it's deadlocked. So that one might go right down to the end. Do we stay as a one-game play-in, or do we expand to 3-game series, a best of 3? Fourth and final thing that the guys are currently voting on within the league as GMs right now was my own creation, and it was more just because as more of you guys are coming into this universe, when you create your player, depending upon what year they declare from high school senior all the way to college senior and everywhere in between, wherever they declare, it determines what their starting potential is. So right now, eMLB rates a player, OSA or scout, based on what their primary position is. So their rating is technically based on their specific position that they're at. What is being voted on is whether or not they want me to check off the box where overall ability, both current and potential, is based on the entire league, regardless of position. That would have big influence for more of the community created players coming in, but it makes sense to have the league decide as a vote. If we keep it as is, it's easier on me because the system's already set. If we change it, if the league feels it's better to have a second baseman, not compared to just second baseman, but to everyone else to kind of measure who's really the top dog of the league, then we have to improvise on the system. But other than that, we'll see how that one goes. That one may be staying as is. So those are things being bet on, or not bet. Those are things being voted on right now. There may be some additional things that are voted on during this off season. For more information on how this league is operating and the democracy that has been built in, as well as the generally healthy debate that goes on, join us in the Discord and you can see all of these things happening inside of the eMLB universe. All right, I delayed long enough. I don't have a fancy graphic for it, though. I was hoping to put something together, but I have made an additional decision that since we are in the process of deciding the future of this league, I have a special announcement to make. Beginning in the 2027 season, eMLB will have a full realignment, beginning with 2 expansion teams that will be added to the Major League roster. We will be increasing the majors to 32 teams total. There will be 1 team added to the National League and 1 team added to the American League. We will eliminate the 3-division format. We will embrace a 2-division, 8-team format in each of the leagues. Realignment, yes. Now, for most, it's going to be straightforward. But being old enough that I remember the days that the Detroit Tigers would face off against the Boston Red Sox interdivision, we'll start to see a bit more of that once again. So we will be breaking down in 2027, we will have expansion. There will be an expansion draft. Everybody will be putting up 6 players minimally, I believe. I am working on the rest of the details, including budget, how much they will start at, most likely $200 million. There will most likely be at least $30 million of cash. There will be full stadiums. Brendan has even gone so far. Brendan already kind of knew. I showed my hand to him a little bit. But that's because he's a fellow commish running his own universe, and he's offered to help with some potential logos. However, here's the other part of this announcement. 1 team has already been decided. It only makes sense. And in real life, too, you know, it's a foregone conclusion that it will happen. The Montreal Expos are coming back. they will be back in eMLB as they were in our first 2 years of life that we were here. No, 4 years. So that meant what, 8, 9 seasons, if I remember right. I said 2, but it was 4 years because we started in July of 2000 and they didn't go to Washington until 04. So UP is back. The Montreal Expos will have a brand new park. It will not be L'Estade Olympique. They should have the fairly traditional. Those jerseys just rock. The colors are perfect. The Expos will be back. I know some people automatically assume they think they know what the second one is. We're going to vote on that one, but not tonight. We will vote on that one, or we may let it be decided on who the other team will be. I know this. It's going to be in the U.S. I just saw what Jamie said, the London Monarchs, but it won't be that. It could be Nashville. It could be Las Vegas. It'd make a lot of sense to do Portland. Oregon, of course. So. It'll not be the Cleveland Spiders, that's for sure, Ludlud. So there's your official announcement. eMLB, thanks to all of you, the energy you provide, the stories you help to tell, and the belief that we are stable enough as a league, as a unit, to confidently expand.
We would be honored
and add
if you would join us.
2 more teams to this wild and wacky bunch, so that we will have 16 teams in each division. We will have a 32 team, 2 league, 2 divisions, 8 teams per division. We will figure everything else out from there, but I assure you, one team is already foregone. It is the Montreal Expos, who are one of our first teams back. No, we do not have any GMs officially in mind yet for this. No, I'm not hoping anybody wants to change from the team they're on. Screw the NFL, Azure. I hate the 4th division format. I really do. In fact, I think the way I'm going is more likely to where the majors actually lands when they're done. I think. So, I think I like the 2 division 8-team format much more if we're going to do this. Put a team in Oakland, they can support 2 teams down there. Too funny. So I know for sure Montreal's one. We're going to figure out the other, but there are several places that make sense. I do want to say this, though. I'm trying to make this easy on me. So anybody who thinks I'm going to spend time creating a park, creating jerseys, or any of that, that's not going to happen. It's not. So it has to be something where there's already resources potentially available for it, and that it would make sense as what the major leagues would actually do. That's the only way I can put it. But we are officially going to expand after the 2026 season. We will expand in 2027. Everybody will know where they will be landing plenty of time ahead. We will also, based on how some of these votes go, affect how the playoffs will be. But again, I am trusting how we've been going, that it is safe for us to add 2 more teams, which again, I heard Brendan said it perfectly today. With the presence and emergence of the community created players, it creates a bit of an oversaturation. It only makes sense to expand, and I can only hope that we are blessed with 2 people who are as passionate about eMLB as the 30 that I already have. These guys are always in my ear and always talking, and you might not hear from Billy much. Hey, Taco. You might not hear from Billy much from the Red Sox. He wrote an article this week, which was awesome. I assure you. He texts me regularly. and he is talking shop. So it is good energy, and I'm really excited. I think we are heading in the right direction. So again, I'm doing it this way. I hate change. I'm a creature of habit. So I am taking a huge leap of faith along thanks to all the energy of my GMs and my community creative players. And this is our official announcement. In 2027, which is another season from now, so we got about 6 months of prep, eMLB will expand from 30 to 32 teams, and the Montreal Expos will be part of the equation. That is a definite. Second team is in the process of being announced, and I think we will decide as a league what makes most sense. I think it will make most sense for that team. To me, the Expos belong in the National League. They'll be part of the National League East. This team, other teams, should make sense to be in the American League and probably make more sense to be on the Western part of it. Just my thought, but we'll see. Yeah, we'll gladly explain what an expansion draft means. We want everyone to know because every single team in existence is going to be impacted. You're going to be taken from, but you have protections. So we will gladly explain that, and I already have a pretty good format in mind, and I will pull it up so people will be able to reference it because it's already being heavily talked about for when. It'll probably make more sense the next time the CBA comes around in the majors, which I think is 2025. It'll probably make sense then for them to consider expansion at that time. And you've got to think Montreal is the first one getting it. And with the success we've seen in Vegas, it's very likely Vegas is the next one too. Number one pick, Maury. I can see Tom saying, well, how did he get on that list of 6? Huh, I wonder. Too funny. All right, so any questions? I'll do my best, but we want to continue to play some baseball here, and the clock continues to tick. It's just the top of the 4th now here as we get back to baseball action. Again, we are thrilled to have that announcement and that we think we're in the right direction. And Anju said it best, which is why I'm not 100% sold that we're going to Vegas, because if the A's move to Vegas, we're going to emulate that as is. I did it in 1.0 when the Expos became the Nationals, so it would make sense to do it here. So we're going to try to look where there most likely won't be a team. All right, Sean Clisby ready to go for his second full inning of work. Danny Jansen, Mike Gentile, and Jordan Cage are due up. Jansen is 0 for 1 so far. Nashville's on the list. Raleigh, Charlotte, Salt Lake City could make sense too. Hold on. I do. You know what? Let me, before we start this, so again, there's your announcement. I'm going to take a super quick break to say goodnight to the kids. It makes sense for me to do that. So that's a good moment. I'll let you guys discuss as I take a quick moment. Again, thanks to all of you. We're going from 30 to 32. We'll do it after this 2026 season. A lot of the votes that people are doing right now are going to also be influenced by that. When we come back, we will continue with baseball on tonight's Game 163 edition of the Fluffy Kitty Ninjas show. Stick around. I will be right back. Coming back live, it is Game 163 of the regular season between the Angels and the Rangers as we come back here after that big announcement that we did. Again, if you're just joining us, eMLB has announced that after the following season in 2026, we will be expanding and adding 2 teams to the majors. We will have a full expansion draft. We'll pull from the other 30 teams currently in existence. And one of the 2 teams is decided. The Montreal Expos are returning to eMLB. They were here in our first 4 real-life years of operation. next month. Oh my God, next month. 22 years we've been doing this. Wow. 2-0 for the Rangers so far. Danny Jansen will start us off. He is 0 for 1 here as we start the fourth. 2-2 pitch. Got him with the called strike on the changeup on the inside corner. I was gonna say that pitch looked pretty generous, don't you think?
What?
Yeah, it's pretty much what Jansen said on the way out, along the lines of, you're gonna give us that too, right? 1 out, top of the fourth, second strikeout for Clisby with Mike Gentile coming in. Gentile is 0 for 1. Good framing, yes, indeed. 2-2 to Gentile. He'll roll it over to third. Josh Jung is there. He'll throw it over to first. Gentile did not run hard down the line. He has been affected by hamstring, so it was pretty academic on that one. 2 outs. Hooterville and don't be giving us minor league ballpark ideas. Although, remember this, we're going to need minor league teams as well for both of the two teams. So keep that in mind. Is it Sean Paxler's birthday and he didn't say? Oh, it's your birthday tomorrow. Okay. Well, then that makes even more sense to do this. And that's why I broke it out for you there, Marilyn Monroe, wishing Sean Paxler a happy birthday. Perfect, right? Right, indeed. Alrighty now.
We would be honored if you would join us.
Mr. Black, thank you very much for hitting the follow. Welcome to the Fluffy Kitty Ninja Show. Back when being president was a good job. Yeah, indeed. All right, Jordan Cage is your batter now. Cage went down the right field line, but Ohtani got there in time. He is 0 for 1. 0-2 pitch. Line shot in the center field, and Jordan Cage says, 0-2, don't bother me. Right back where it belongs. He'll get a single. Fourth hit on the day for the Rangers. As Cage gets over to first, 15 steals on the year for him. Did get caught 11 times. Yeah, everybody get in line for birthday spankings on Sean Paxler. He's going to be awfully sore in the morning. He won't be able to sit in the chat. So someone give him a nice soft, marshmallow to sit on. One of the really big ones, like Stay Puft Marshmallow Man size. First pitch to Anthony Volpe. He will go right after, and he got a jam shot, and he still fists it into center for a base hit. Jamie, what do you want to do? Jordan Cage, the ball is shallow. Cage is a good runner. Trout has a normal arm. What do you think about heading to third here? No, he says. No, runner will hold. Might be a wise decision there. Hey, Extreme. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good night, sir. Drive safe out there. He's got Jandy's contract that he can sit on. Yeah, don't forget, you can't extend a player until they get 3 years of service time. That's a community created player. That is to protect from a player being able to be bought at a very small price. They must get to 3 years now. That is in force. All right, Cage is at second. Volpe is at first. Humberto Size, the number 9 hitter, is your batter, 0 for 1. First pitch from Clisby. Looks like he goes with the breaking ball, or excuse me, the off speed. That'll miss outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Rangers now have 5 hits on the evening. The 1-0. Catches. No, the cutter misses outside. 2 balls, no strikes. We've seen balls further out get called as strikes here recently. The 2-0. Swing and fouls that one off. It's a 2-ball, 1 strike count. And as a reminder, there's the links for the Discord as well as our YouTube channel. We are looking to grow both. The YouTube is where you will find our exclusive podcast of Here's Why You're Wrong, as well as the eMLB Insider Podcast. You cannot find that anyplace else. 2-1 from Clisby. Big swing and a miss. 98 on the gun. Blows it right by him. 2 ball, 2 strike count to Sean Clisby. When you heard what Ed signed for, you were speechless for once. The 2-2 pitch to right field. Ranging towards right center in the wind. Shohei Ohtani is going to get there and makes the catch. Rangers will get a couple base runners aboard, but nothing doing. Bottom of the 4th, we will go. It's 2-0 Texas. Sean Reed Foley ready to take on the big fish, Mike Trout, followed by Shohei Ohtani and Luis Ramos. 99 home runs this season combined by the 3. Start with Trout, who's 0 for 1. 3-2 pitch to right field. This one has some movement on it. Diving stop by Humberto Size, maybe? I don't know. You saw... I don't know what to make of it. The text doesn't say anything sexier happened. And the animation... who knows? Feel free to put the saxophones in the chat if you want, but we're just going to call it the first out. Shohei Ohtani will be your batter. He is 0 for 1. Well, I know Jamie would do it because it's his guy. So the 1-2. Out into right field. Not going to have to be as much work on that one for Size. He will make the catch for the second out. Maybe not sexy, but just review. All right. Luis Ramos is your batter. Ramos 0 for 1. The 1-0. End of the bat into left field. Coming on in. Easy play for Danny Bradford. 1, 2, 3 inning go the Angels. 4 innings are in the books. Not going to say it. We're just going to go to the 5th. It's 2-0. Journey of the Follower, brought to you tonight by Commission's Beer of Choice, the Sam Adams Summer Ale, Summer Wheat Ale, that is. It's Sam Summer, as we're getting towards it. For Clisby, who came in as a follower to A.J. Minter, 2 2/3 innings of work, 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 painful one being the Jose Merriman home run, the 2-run shot. Hasn't walked anyone and struck out 2, thrown 48 pitches to this point. Clisby ready to go. He's got the top of the order. Abrams, Merriman, and Bradford. C.J. Abrams starting us off. 2 for 2. He has scored and stolen a base. 3-0 pitch. And nothing you want to do is walk the leadoff batter, especially the leadoff batter with the most steals in the majors. Nobody out. Jose Merriman, he hit the last pitch he saw into right field for a 2-run homer, his 16th on the year. He is 1 for 2 tonight. First pitch is fired in there. Strike 1. Mendoza is trying to keep Abrams close over at first. The 0-1. That one is in there, called strike 2. Merriman did not like the call, but it looks pretty good according to us on eMLB Sportsnet K-Zone. The 0-2 to right field. This one coming in, making the catch on the run is Shohei Ohtani for the first out. Getting back to first is C.J. Abrams on the play. 1 out now here in the 5th. Danny Bradford is your batter. Bradford tonight is 0 for 2. Winner of this game is going to be your American League West champions. Loser will either go home or stay home if it's the Angels and have the Red Sox come in for the play-in game. First pitch to Bradford will be a check actually on Abrams, who gets back in there. First pitch grounded to second. Bianco to short for 1. Over to first in time. Classic 4-6-3 double play.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Just what the Angels needed. Side is retired halfway through this ball game. Now let's go to the bottom of the 5th. Texas leads it 2-0. Boss battle ensuing. All right, one more time, Journey of the Starter, brought to you tonight by Commission's drink of choice, the Sam Adams Summer Ale. Sean Reed Foley, 4 appearances against the Angels this year. He was 3-1 with a 5.57 ERA. You see it, 4 innings of work. You see the stats, 44 pitches to this point, 1 strikeout. To the 5th we go. Josh Jung, Tomoya Mori, Drew Mendoza coming up. We'll start with Jung, who is 0 for 1. The 1-1 pitch to center field, well struck. Might have gotten under it, though. The wind is not going to help Jose Merriman. Plenty of room still for the out. Probably another 20 feet before that one got to the wall. Team BABIP is in shambles right now, huh? Indeed. Fooled by Foley, we call it. Tomoya Mori will be your batter. Mori was walked in his first appearance. Yep, just Hong Kong Fooey. The 2-1 pitch. Rolls it over to third. Abrams has it, has to hurry. He will throw to first in time for the second out. Did my bot just die on the vine? Hello, bot. The bot died on the vine, I tell you. We will never know who won. There might be some truth to that. There it is. Better late than never. Meanwhile, Minerva coming in and dropping a boost. Funny. Drew Mendoza is now your batter with 2 outs, 0 for 1. First pitch from Reed Foley. That one's heading to the gap, right center field. Merriman is on the move. He is going to get there in time. He had a lot of range to cover, and he gets it done. The side is retired. Green screen is failing me. 5 innings in the books. It is 2-0 Texas. Hold on. Dang green screen. It's the AC doing it. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Alrighty. GMs as a reminder, managing GMs this evening as a reminder, I don't like my green screen. Stop. Stay. Trying to make sure it doesn't go anywhere further. That ain't gonna work. F it. Oh, the humanity of it all. Alright. It is what it is. Just watch Kamish fight with his green screen and the AC. You might have to turn the AC off, but it was like 78 up here. Alrighty. As a reminder to my GMs who are managing, tell me when you're batting, what your plan is for the next time you are up, so I know if, so I can continue to tell the story and we can limit any dead air. Pay no attention to the commish behind the curtain. You know what's funny? My wife earlier today dropped that joke because it stays there when I'm working, and this is where I work also, and my wife works on the other side of the room. It's just, I don't know if I can trust the man who's always, you know, behind the curtain. So I was like, oh, here we go. All right, Jinkwon Nye, Danny Jansen, Mike Gentile coming up against Sean Clisby. Nye is 0 for 2, a 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. That will be the 3rd strikeout on the night for Sean Clisby. One out here, top of the 6th. Danny Jansen will enter into the fray, 0 for 2. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, but that one's going to get away. Maury's going to have to chase after it, get it over to first in time. That will be done for the strikeout.
Fatality.
It's now 4 strikeouts on the day for Sean Clisby. 2 outs now, top of the 6th. Mike Gentile coming in. Gentile is 0 for 2. Oh, 1 pitch. Rolls it over to first. Little jog over to the bag is Mendoza. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Sean Clisby. Side retired, bottom of the 6th. We will go. It's 2-0 Texas. All right, bottom of the 6th. Sean Clisby back on the hill. 52 pitches through his outing so far. Hamilton Simmons, Sam Bianco, Brandon Marsh are coming up. As long as it's James Franco as Oz. Simmons 0 for 1, a 3-0 pitch. Look out, that one came close. It didn't get him, but it's a 4-pitch walk for Hamilton Simmons. Leadoff batter aboard, just the 2nd person on base today for the Angels, both by walk. Sam Bianco is your batter, 0 for 1. First pitch, swings, hits that one down the line, but foul. Just foul. Wind may have played a factor on that one, but he turned on the fastball inside, and it's just a long strike 1. Hold on a sec. Oh boy. Minerva's setting up those really big watermelon type shots for you to take a shot at there with the self-loathing in chat. I know, I see the Chara bunny. 0-1 pitch. That one just inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. 99 on the gut from Reed Foley. A 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Took a little off on that one. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes to Bianco. Bianco drafted first round, 28th overall in 2020 by Tampa out of Oxford High School. Got traded first to the Reds in 2023, and then last July in 24, that is, traded along with Tom Shuey and Pete O'Donnell in exchange for Forrest Haytert and Jimmy Potts. The 1-2. Misses low, 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2. Swing and fouls that one off, out of play towards the right side. We'll do it again, 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2. Misses inside. It's a 3 ball, 2 strike count to Sam Bianco here. Brandon Marsh waiting on deck. The 3-2. Swings and fouls that one off. That was a slider thrown by Reed Foley on a full count. 8th pitch coming of the at-bat here. The full count pitch. Another swing and fouls that one off. He pulled that one foul. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The full count pitch. Misses inside. He thought he had it, but it's ball 4. Worked the huge at-bat there. He will get aboard after 9 pitches. We got runners at first and second now with nobody out, and Brandon Marsh is coming to the dish. Marsh is 0 for 2. Kitty Rage. The first pitch. Swing into left field. That's going to be the first hit on the day for the Angels. Do you want to signal Andrelton Simmons to round third base and try to score? The ball is shallow. Simmons is an average runner, and Danny Bradford has a great arm. Tom, what do you do? Hold, he says. Runners will be held at the corners. Bases are loaded. Nobody out. The big fish, Mike Trout, to the plate. Trout is 0 for 6 with 4 RBI this season in bases loaded situations. The Angels have finally gotten on the hit parade. They've got bases loaded, nobody out. Dangerous spot as Mike Trout comes to the dish. The first pitch. Big swing and a miss. He was looking for 4 right there, but it's no balls. 1 strike. The 0-1 in there, called strike 2. He's quickly behind. No balls and 2 strikes. This has got to be the dangerous part of the lineup with 99 home runs coming up in between the next three batters. The 0-2 just misses outside. He thought he had it, but it's definitely away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Mike Trout, 19th all-time home run hitter, 1 home run away from tying David Ortiz. Big pop. The 1-2 pitch goes with the curveball outside. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch. Checks the swing. They're going to appeal. No, they say. It's a 3 ball, 2 strike count. The 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him.
Where's the kaboom? There was supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom.
That has to be one of the biggest strikeouts of Sean Reed Foley's career. Second strikeout on the day. It's the first out here in the 6th. Shohei Ohtani is not easy to get past. Ohtani with 2 home runs in his career against Foley. He's 4 for 7 with bases loaded this season and has 14 RBI. Hey, Giggities. First pitch to Ohtani. Watches it all the way off speed. No balls, 1 strike. We are good, thank you. How about you? Hope you're doing well. The 0-1 pitch. That one way outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Good to hear. Good to hear. Andrelton Simmons is your runner at 3rd. Sam Bianco is over at 2nd. Brandon Marsh is at 1st. Bases loaded for the Angels. They trail 2-0. The pitch to Ohtani. That one will miss up and away. 2 balls, 1 strike. The 2-1. To left field. Bradford comes in. He will make the catch. Here comes the play at the plate. Simmons is on the move. He will get in there without a throw. Sacrifice fly for Shohei Ohtani. It's his 98th RBI on the year. The Angels are on the board. It's 2-1. Louis Ramos will come in now, the cleanup hitter. 0 for 2 today. First pitch to Ramos goes right after it, and they'll foul it back. Straight back, no balls, 1 strike. I'm sure it will be. That's what I hope for, Tim. That's what makes it good stuff. Ye old drama. The 0-1 pitch. That one's in the dirt. Good block there by Danny Jansen. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch. Fires that one, gets the outside corner, called strike 2. Crowd did not like it. That one's kind of borderline. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Reed Foley trying to get out of a major jam, still holding on to the lead. The 1-2 pitch. Runners go. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Sean Reed Foley will get out of the jam. And that is going to retire the side. They're going to leave 2 runners left. Angels get their first hit. They will score a run. We are done 6 here. It's Rangers 2, Angels 1. Clisby is coming back in here for the 7th inning. 4 2/3 of work as the follower here. 4 hits, 2 earned runs. Just that home run to Jose Merriman back in the 3rd. Bottom 3rd of the order, Jordan Cage, Anthony Volpe, Humberto Saez due up here. We'll start it with Cage, who's 1 for 2. First pitch. In the left center field, Cage got that one. That one's going to get down, and that one's going to bounce around. Chasing after it and sending it in is Trout, but not before Jordan Cage will get us a leadoff double. Second hit of the day for Cage. It's his 35th double on the year. And the Rangers look to get a run back here. Anthony Volpe will be your batter. Volpe is 1 for 2. First pitch. That one misses low, off speed, ball 1. The 1-0. Misses again inside. 2 balls, no strikes. Just thought of something. Want to make sure this is okay. Good. It's on. All good. Just want to make sure that the Discord populated properly. The 2-0 pitch in there. Strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. The 2-1 is low. 3 balls, 1 strike. Size waiting on deck. The 3-1 pitch. That one's way high. Ball 4. Clisby will lose him. Volpe gets the second. Couple of speedsters on the base pass. Humberto Saez to the box. Saez tonight is 0 for 2. Felipe Vasquez, the Nightmare, is warming up in the bullpen. First pitch is going to miss outside. Ball 1. Sorry, got like a hangnail or something that hurt. One to from Clisby to Saez is in there. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Oh, you were just like this midget. Too early, it looks like, Scott. I'm assuming the bot is going to wake up here. It's slow all of a sudden. The 1-1. Swings and pops that one foul. It's going to get into the screen. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Saez. A 1-2 pitch. Misses low with the cutter. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ah, okay. Weird how it does that. The 2-2 to right field. Ohtani going back. Wind is going to hold this one up. He will make the catch. Tagging up from second to third is Cage. He will get there without a throw. It's now runners at first and third with 1 out. Top of the order we go. C.J. Abrams due up. Alrighty. Sean Clisby, 5 innings of work. His day will be done. Several lefties coming up. And who'd come in? You would expect. It's the nightmare, Felipe Vasquez. Vasquez, the 34-year-old from Venezuela. 46th appearance, 45th appearance on the year. He's 4-3 with a 3.77 ERA, 4 saves to his credit this year. 59 2/3 innings of work. He's given up 54 hits, 25 earned runs, 7 have been allowed by homers. He has walked 10 and struck out 74. Vasquez, the hard-throwing lefty, throws in the 100 range with a fastball. Complements it with the 4-pitch arsenal of the slider, curveball, and changeup. Yikes. That's what I get for being up super early again today. All right. Volpe is at first. Cage is at third. 1 out. Abrams is your batter. 2 for 5 in his career against the Nightmare. First pitch. It's going to lift it into right field. Not very deep. Ohtani comes in. He will make the catch. Hard throw in. And Cage doesn't dare take the risk. It's a huge second out as Vasquez will get Abrams to fly out to shallow right. 2 outs now. Jose Merriman had the 2-run homer way back in the second. 1 for 3 against Vasquez in his career. First pitch. Misses low. Ball 1. One up. Pops it up. Going back, having to rush. Andrelton Simmons, he will get there, and that will retire the side. Big out there. Tim Lowry, you got your dancing shoes on, sir?
I was born to love you. I was born to lick your face. I was born to rub you. But you were born to rub me first.
7th inning stretch here on this special edition of the eMLB Universe. It's game 163. 162 wasn't enough. Rangers, Angels to determine who is the AL West winner and who's going to take on the Red Sox in the wild card. It's bottom of the 7th, 2-1 Rangers. Sean Reed Foley is back out. 80 pitches so far to this point. Julian Fernandez is started to warm up here as this inning begins. Josh Jung, Tamoya Mori, and Drew Mendoza are due up for the Angels. Jung 0 for 2 tonight. Nope, pitch by pitch off. Bottom of the 7th starts with a 1-1 count. Line shot towards short, and that's going to get by Cage for a base hit. Well struck off the bat of Josh Jung. Cage tried to get there in time, but it will get by him. Leadoff runner is aboard here to start the 7th. Just the second hit on the day for the Angels. Tomoya Mori will be your batter now. Mori is 0 for 1. First pitch is in there with the slider, called strike 1. The 0-1 misses too far low. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch is struck into center field. That's going to drop down for a hit. Stopping at second is Joe. We've got 2 on now with nobody out. Drew Mendoza will come to the plate. Hey, man. Nice of you to stop in. It is a good game here. 2-1, bottom of the 7th. Drew Mendoza will be your batter now. He's 0 for 2 tonight. First pitch from Reed Foley misses inside. Ball 1. The 1-0 delivery misses way high. 2 balls, no strikes. So, Ben, you missed the special announcement. I announced at the end of the 3rd that in 2027, eMLB will add 2 teams for expansion. We will become a 32-team league. 2 leagues, 2 divisions, 8 teams per division, and 1 team for sure is the Montreal Expos. That was the special announcement today. We're going to do a mound visit here with the 2-0 count. I feel good enough to keep going. He must be on mute. All right. Thurman back into the dugout after having his chat with Reed Foley. 2-0 count. It comes. He swings and fights that one off. Foul. Count is now 2 balls, 1 strike. Two-1 pitch. Curveball will miss outside. 3 balls, 1 strike. Hamilton Simmons waits on deck. The 3-1. Swing fouls that one off. Straight back. Count will now go full. Josh Jung is at second. Tomoya Mori is at first. The 3-2 pitch to second. Bobble. Hard shot back up the middle. Volpe died for it. Couldn't get a handle on it. Everybody's going to be safe. That's going to be an infield hit for Drew Mendoza. He'll extend his hitting streak to 4 games now. By the way, Tomoya Mori extended his to 6 games with his hit earlier on. Bases are loaded. Once again, nobody out. Hamilton Simmons is your batter. Simmons tonight is 0 for 1. All right, that is going to be it. Sean Reed Foley's day is going to be done. Going to Fernandez for sure. already. Julian Fernandez will try to get Sean Reed Foley out of this jam. Bases loaded. Nobody out. The 29-year-old from the Dominican. 3-3 on the year with a 2.57 ERA. 4 saves to his credit. 56 innings of work. He's given up 35 hits, 16 earned runs, 4 were homers. He walked 14, struck out 61. He throws the fastball in the upper 90s, touches 100 regularly, has the curveball, the knuckle curve, and the changeup. 7th season in the majors for Fernandez, originally drafted in 2012 with the Colorado Rockies. First pitch from Fernandez to Simmons. Here it comes. One will miss low, ball 1. Simmons 1 for 8 with a home run in his career against Fernandez. The 1-0. Grounded to short. Cage to second for 1. Over to first in time for the huge 6-4-3 double play.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
But meanwhile, it will do the job, as coming in to score was, who was there? Jung was there. I had to remember who was at third. Josh Jung scores. We're now tied at 2. Maury is now 90 feet away. Sam Bianco is your batter. Bianco 0 for 1 tonight, 0 for 2 in his career against Fernandez. First pitch he sees, he hits it into center field, going back, still going back. This one's going to hit off the wall, just past Merriman. He tried to time the jump, he just missed it. He's all right. Bianco is going to get into second with a 2-out double, and the Angels will take the lead. Sam Bianco's second career double of his of the season. It's not his second career double. He's got 4. He had 2 last year. Sam Bianco just getting it past Jose Merriman, who tried to time it. Kept it in the ballpark at least, but it's a 3-2 ball game now for the Angels. Those runs were charged to Sean Reed Foley. Brandon Marsh is your batter. Marsh is 1 for 3 today, 0 for 4 against Fernandez. The first pitch will miss outside, ball 1. One-0. Swings and fouls that one back. It's a 1-ball, 1-strike count. 1-1 pitch. Soft golf shot into right field. That's going to drop in for a hit. Do you want to signal Sam Bianco to round third base and try to score? The ball is very shallow. Bianco's a fantastic runner. Size, has a great arm. What do you do? Send him, he says. Here's the play at the plate. Safe! RBI single for Brandon Marsh. 80th RBI on the year. And the world champions will add another. It's 4-2. That run will be charged to Julian Fernandez. 2 outs. Now Mike Trout is your batter. Trout is 0 for 3 tonight. 2 for 12 in his career against Julian Fernandez. First pitch will miss low. 1-0. Angels went from being no hit to having woken up 6 hits in this second part of the game. The 1-0. That one gets the inside corner. Call strike 1. That one was kind of close. Well, it's a good time to use the old reference. It doesn't matter what sport, it doesn't matter what you talk about in life, but you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. The 1-1 misses inside. 2 balls, 1 strike. If you're looking ahead, top of the 8th, Danny Bradford, Jinkwon-Ye, and Danny Jansen are scheduled up for the Rangers. The 2-1. Swing and a miss right through that one as Trout was thinking of tying Big Papi with that one. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 delivery. Just gets a piece on that one to stay alive. It's a 2-2 count. The 2-2. Another one foul towards the first base side. We'll do it again. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2. Misses inside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Brandon Marsh is your runner at second. 3 runs are in for the Angels this inning. The 3-2 pitch. Misses low, ball 4. He'll lose it. Trout will get the walk. First walk issued by Fernandez. That'll put Ohtani into the box. Ohtani had a sac fly back in the 6th. First pitch will get the corner on the outside. That one was close, but a pretty good pitch from Fernandez. No balls, 1 strike. The 0-1 to left field, right in the direction of Danny Bradford. He will make the catch, and that will retire the side. 7 innings are in the books. The Angels have come back here on game 163. They will take the 4-2 lead. Let's go to the 8th inning. We've got a good one. Felipe Vasquez will stay in. We've got a defensive replacement first and foremost. Matthew Lugo will come in to replace Bianco as a defensive replacement at second base. So Lugo in, Bianco is out. Meanwhile, Texas is calling for a pinch hitter here for Danny Bradford. It will be Fukeng Zhao. Fukeng Zhao will come into the box. The 25-year-old from Yongkang, Taiwan, hit .208 this year with 6 home runs, 20 runs batted in. This will be his first experience against Felipe Vasquez. Hey, Charles. I'm sorry, Aiden. I did it again. I'm sorry, Aiden. I'm going to keep doing it because he's the Rays. You got Rays rule, and I know better, but it just comes to mind quick. I apologize. You can tell me why I'm wrong. 0-2 pitch to Zhao. Swing and a miss. He jams him hard and inside.
That's what she said.
Hard and inside, just the way she likes it. First strikeout on the day for the Nightmare as he gets Zhao on 3 pitches. 1 out. Jinkwon-Ye is now your batter, and why did that just happen? Hit a wrong button. Jinkwon Nye will be your batter. Nye is 0 for 3. Are you in a press box while you are watching this, Aiden? The 2-1 pitch to center field. Might have gotten under it. Wind isn't gonna help Trout. Plenty of room. He'll pull it in for the second out. 2 outs now for Danny Jansen. Jansen 0 for 3 tonight. 1 for 3 in his career against Vasquez. 2-1 pitch to right field. On the move, diving and making a beautiful play is Shohei Ohtani. Showtime just took place. It's the eMLB Sexy Play. And the 7th inning on some beauty. Let's go to the 8th. It's 4-2. Excuse me, bottom of the 8th, that is 4-2. All right, defensive replacement Will Schirra comes in for Fukeng Zhao. He will enter in at left field. Julian Fernandez is staying aboard. 16 pitches for him in the first inning. They'll take on middle of the order Louis Ramos, Josh Jung, and Tomoya Mori. Ramos, your batter, 0 for 3. He's 4 for 7 against Fernandez in his career, though. Full count pitch. Grounds it hard to second. Volpe ranges to his right, has it over to first for the out. Seeing activity in the Angels bullpen. We're seeing Sir Anthony Dominguez as well as Tanner Scott starting to warm up. Josh Jung will be your batter. Jung is 1 for 3 today. 2-1 pitch. That one's into center field. That one's going to be down. That one's going to be trouble. Gets to the wall. Merriman plays it well on the hop. The throw in towards second is not going to be in time. Josh Jung will get a 1-out double. 28th double on the year for Jung. Runner at second with 1 out. Tomoya Mori is your batter. 1 for 2 tonight, 3 for 10 career against Fernandez. Boss battle ensuing. Highly doubt we'll get to Fluffy, but let's give her the old college try, shall we? First pitch. That one, hey, that one didn't look it, but apparently it was letter high. Strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. In there with the knuckle curve. Strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. balls, 2 strikes. The pitch from Fernandez goes away. He doesn't go after it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. If you're looking ahead to the 9th, you've got Mike Gentile scheduled up, followed by Jordan Cage and Anthony Volpe. The 1-2 misses away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nah. That's funny. The 2-2. Got him with the call. Strike 3. He didn't like the call, but it was a fair one there. Maybe it wasn't.
Say what?
Each catcher has had something to complain about in this one. Nevertheless, it's the first strikeout on the day for Julian Fernandez. 2 outs now, bottom of the 8th. Drew Mendoza will be your batter. Mendoza 1 for 3. First pitch. That one got called strike 1. Apparently the ump has a steak dinner waiting now.
What?
Back-to-back kind of bad calls here. Angel Hernandez confirmed, home plate umpire. 0-1 pitch. This is low and inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. A 1-1. That one will miss away. 2 balls, 1 strike to Mendoza. Mendoza 3 for 8 against Fernandez in his career. Does have a home run. The 2-1 pitch. That misses inside. He tried to go with the off-speed pitch. Doesn't swing at it. 3 balls, 1 strike. Funny. The 3-1. Swings and fouls that one off to the left. Full count pitch. 2 outs here. Bottom of the 8th. Decisive game 163 here. 4-2 Angels. The full count pitch. Goes after what might have been ball 4. Got a piece of it and rolled it foul. He'll stay alive. 3 balls, 2 strikes. A 3-2 pitch to left field. That one's going to drop down and be a base hit. Good quick throw from Will Schirra to get it in. Jung stops at third. Mendoza with a base hit. 8th hit on the night now for the Angels. They'll have runners at first and third now, and Andrelton Simmons is your batter. He's 0 for 2. That one misses away, ball 1. I held on because I didn't know for sure on that one. The 1-0. Swings, fouls that one left side out of play. Ball 1 strike. The 1-1. That will miss low and away. 2 balls, 1 strike. The 2-1. Grounded hard to short. Long throw over from first. Great play from Jordan Cage, but it's not going to be in time as Andrelton Simmons reaches on an infield hit. That'll allow Josh Jung to score. Great work by Cage, but not in time. All in vain. It's 5-2 now. Simmons gets his 44th RBI on the year. That's going to give Matthew Lugo his first at-bat of the night. The Puerto Rican 24-year-old enters in hitting .239 this year. 12 home runs and 52 runs batted in. First pitch. Looks like it's in there at the knee. Strike 1. Tanner Scott looks like after that run got scored that he was sent back to the bench. It looks like Sir Anthony Dominguez will come in the ninth inning at some point. The 0-1. Hi, 1 ball, 1 strike. I'm sorry. The 1-1 pitch. That one will miss high. 2 balls, 1 strike. Mendoza is at second. Simmons is at first. 2-1 pitch. Swings and pops it up. Left side. Coming in. C.J. Abrams will make the catch. That will retire the side. Angels will get another run for insurance. They got 3 hits. They'll leave 2, though, going to the 9th. Last chance for the Rangers. They trail by 3. The AL West title is at stake. Top of the 9th, we go. Felipe Vasquez is in still. He's got Mike Gentile. 3 righties coming in after Sir Anthony Dominguez is ramping it up. It looks like he will come in for the next batter. Gentile tonight, 0 for 3. Nice try, Denver. Reverse pitch from Vasquez will be grounded to short. It's deep in the hole. Hard throw over to first. In time to make the play is Hamilton Simmons. Gotta wonder if Gentile wasn't having the known hamstring problem, if he would have been able to get in safely or not. Don't know, but there's the first out here in the 9th. Gotta think he was hobbling down there. Here comes Tom Falsone to the mound. That's going to be it for the Nightmare. 2 innings of work. He did his job. Here he comes from the Dominican, Sir Anthony Dominguez. Dominguez, the 30-year-old, will make his 57th appearance on the year. 5-5 with a 3.36 ERA, 11 saves to his credit. 59 innings of work. He gave up 41 hits, 22 earned runs. 7 were allowed by Homer. He walked 30, struck out an impressive 82 this year with that upper 90 fastball, hard slider, and the changeup. 8th season in the majors for Dominguez, 184 career saves to his credit. Top of the 9th, Jordan Cage will be the batter. Cage has had a good night, 2 for 3. He's 1 for 3 against Dominguez in his career. Full count pitch. The 3-2 to Cage. Misses outside, ball 4. Cage gets aboard for the 3rd time this evening. That'll put Anthony Volpe into the box. Volpe is 1 for 2 tonight, and 0 for 3 in his career against Dominguez. First pitch checks the swing. They're going to appeal. No, the ump says over at first. Ball 1. One out. Misses low and in. 2 balls, no strikes. Hey, Jay Clark. Dominguez, drafted 2011 out of the Dominican with the Philadelphia Phillies. Got traded in last season at the trading deadline in exchange for Dennis Correa and Josh Brewster. We're doing all right, thank you. 2-0 pitch is taken in there. Strike one. Two, 1 pitch, grounded to second, over to short for one, but that is gonna be it. We thought we might have a double play there. Cage came in hard. They has a little bit of complaint on his back. Trainer comes to check in on him. He is going to be able to shake it off. Nice try, Jake. 2 outs now as Volpe will be the runner at first. They get the lead runner. Rangers down to their final out. Humberto Size is your batter. 0 for 3. First pitch will find its way in there at the knee. Strike one. Almost 46,000 in attendance here at Los Angeles. Looking for the Angels to repeat their World Series crown. They're looking to lock this division down. The 0-1. One will miss outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Loser of this game will end up going back to their home stadium. So right now the Rangers would be heading back to Globe Life Field to take on the Red Sox. The 1-1 pitch. Swings and fouls that off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The Rangers are down to their final strike. The 1-2 to right field. Ohtani will chase after. Wind is hooking on that one. It's going to find its way into the seats. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He goes on the pitch, up and in. He swung right through it. The American League Western champions are the Los Angeles Angels. What a game. Congratulations to both teams. Well fought. Thank you for the fun this evening. It was a good one to watch. And because it is still regular season and it was fully managed, both teams will earn cash. $700,000 will go to the Los Angeles Angels for winning the game. $300,000 will be credited to the Texas Rangers cash for participating in tonight's game. So again, both teams will make the playoffs. So the postseason was not in doubt. This one was to determine positioning. The American League West officially belongs to the Los Angeles Angels. The Texas Rangers will be your wild card contenders. So look at the box scores. C.J. Abrams went 2 for 3 tonight. Jose Merriman had the big 2-run homer in the 3rd inning to set the pace for the Rangers early on. It was his 16th on the year. Let's see. The only other important hitter to vote was Jordan Cage. Had a multi-hit day. He had a double and a single, 2 for 3. He also walked once. Jose Merriman and C.J. Abrams getting stolen bases. Merriman finishes with 49 on the season. C.J. Abrams gets 52 to lead the majors this year. For the Angels, Brandon Marsh went 2 for 4 with an RBI. Josh Jung was 2 for 4, scoring twice. Drew Mendoza was 2 for 4. Andrelton Simmons and Sam Bianco each with RBIs on the 1 hit that they had. For pitching, Sean Reed Foley was looking impressive for quite a while. 6 innings of work, 4 hits, 3 earned runs. What do we call that? You know what we call that, Billy. We call that the Bill Doran Special. He walked 3 and struck out 3. Well, hello, friends from PBE. Good evening to you. You're catching us right towards the end as we just finished game 163 of the regular season. Rangers and Angels ended the season right where they began the season, tied. So we had to determine who is the American League champion and who is
Great horny toad!
Holy crap. Dear Lord in heaven, look at what just happened. Hey, hummus. And meanwhile, Jamie just drops 10 gifted subs in the chat. Thank you, sir. Sincerely appreciate that. Anybody that we know that has a player? Offhand, no. That I can think of. But if you're here and you just got a gifted sub, you've been invited to create a player thanks to Jamie Thurman. There's the Discord for you to join us. We appreciate the kindness that you did. Hummus, thank you very much for sending over the PBE. This is the eMLB universe. We've been around in various universes since July of 2000. Yeah, I'm kind of hinting how old I am, but c'est la guerre. Thanks again. Good to see you again, Hummus. We can always talk about how your player's doing since your organization is here front and center. Again, Angels, reigning world champions, just won this one 5-2. It looked good for the Rangers for a bit. Sean Reed-Foley went into the 5th inning with not allowing a hit. Wheels unfortunately fell off as Julian Fernandez inherits a bases-loaded situation. And 2 innings of work, 5 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout. It's enough for him to get the blown save and Sean Reed-Foley to take the loss. He falls to 13-6. He's 3-2 against the Angels this season. A.J. Minter made his first ever start in 9 seasons in the majors. He went an inning and a third, giving up a hit and a strikeout before shoeless Sean Clisby came in. 5 innings of work, 5 hits, 2 earned runs, walking 2 and striking out 4. The Nightmare Felipe Vasquez comes in and shuts him down for 2 innings of work. He earns the victory, improves to 5-3. Sir Anthony Dominguez will get the final 2 outs after from there. Crime in the Woods, thank you very much for hitting the follow. Welcome to the Fluffy Kitty Ninja Show. Player of the game for 5 innings, shoeless Sean Clisby. I guess that's fair. I'd probably still give it more to Reed-Foley in the end, but what do I know? That's a tough one because no one really stood out. Clisby wasn't even that impressive. He did well enough. But the home run he led up to Merriman. So we now know this. The Rangers will take on the Red Sox. That one should be in Texas. We're going to advance until we get to the wild card. Plan is to do the wild card tomorrow. But I'd like to see what the format is. We've got the next one, St. Louis and Arizona is the following one. We have another day. Yes, we do. That was the plan. So I'm going to advance one more day to get us to the wild card. My God, Fenway looks beautiful. I'm watching TJ's stream right now. All right, so you see the schedule. We got the Diamondbacks, Cardinals first. Then we have the following day, Red Sox, Rangers coming from, it's a wild card game. Wild card game, everybody. So the plan is tomorrow night, Wednesday Night Baseball. Hoping for 7 o'clock. Really don't want to start at 8 if at all possible. The answer to your question is, assuming they have already written 3 articles that they got credit for this season, then the answer is when free agents file in November. So the new season isn't considered official until November. Okay. Well, if I start at 7, chances are you're not missing a lot because of all the pomp and circumstance that we do normally. So that'll work fine. All right, so let's see if we can give you a look at the playoff coverage. Here's your playoff tree as you see it. Orioles win the American League East title and have the best record in the majors. They are awaiting the winner of the Red Sox-Rangers series. Meanwhile, the Royals will be heading to Los Angeles for a best-of-5 division series to take on the Angels. Again, the Rangers and Red Sox will have a 1-game playoff. But before we do that, in the National League, the Diamondbacks will be taking on the Cardinals first. That is also a 1-game play-in. Winner of that one will take on the San Diego Padres. Meanwhile, the Washington Nationals will have the task of trying to beat the surging Chicago Cubs. So, wild card games will either be managed or AI'd. We'll watch those. Thursday night, there will be no stream. I will be out of town on business. I'm contemplating not doing a stream on Friday as well. But I am thinking if it works. Hey, Harris. Thank you for the 500 biddies. Appreciate that. I am thinking of possible Saturday and Sunday stream. If that's the case, Saturday would be the division series. Sunday would be the championship series. And if all goes as planned, Monday or Tuesday next week will be game 1 of the eMLB World Series. That's the plan. As best as we can make it. So, TJ is still on. Coach is on also. Coach is playing MLB The Show tonight. So I could send just to the OOTP channel for those who are looking to do drops that were sticking around. No, not both wildcard, Billy. Well, I might need to, huh? So I think here's how it's going to have to work. I think tomorrow it's both wildcard games, but it's not going to be managed, I feel. Because I've got 2 days off after that. Division series will be Saturday. Championship series will be Sunday. So I think these will be non-managed. We're watching them, but they'll be quicker that way. I would assume you do not have full control. That'd be my thought. The way I've done playoffs in the past, full control really focuses on the 2 teams that make the finals. Okay, good. So I'll send the team file out here in a moment. Of course, those 4 teams, Boston, Texas, Arizona, St. Louis, you will want to have your lineups and stuff as prepared for tomorrow as possible. So I will get that all up and running. So no one officially gave a response. I expect TJ to be finishing up here in a moment. So I think I'm going to go raid over to Crazy Coach instead. We could, that's fair. Pirate makes a point. I've done that in World Series when we couldn't have both managers. I would allow subs. So if you're here, you won't manage, but you can make substitutions. You can decide your pitching rotation. That, I think, is fair enough to do. So, let's go over to the craziest coach we know. We'll go send some love to a big supporter of the eMLB universe. And again, I think that'll be a good segue. So again, tomorrow, 7 o'clock, eMLB postseason 2025 officially will begin. Regular season is over, which means it's time for me to get going. Back to the litter box I go. Left-handed ninjas to assassinate. You're looking at their victim. So next time I can find some glue and tape, I'll put my head back on straight. Duck! We'll be back in front of you tomorrow night. eMLB postseason wild card edition will begin. We'll do both wild card games, non-managed. We'll allow AI decisions, but those games will go quicker because we're going one pitch mode on those. But we'll watch what the wild card outcome is in preparation for our Saturday Division Series results. So that's it. Thank you for all of you being around. Hope you had fun. Hope you have enjoyed another successful regular season. I think it was a phenomenal one considering how close all the battles were. So, how you think directs your life. When you think your best, you're going to be your best. So please, go do your best. And we will see you again soon. Tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. See ya. Peace.
You jackass!